Welcome to English Guru classes. Please click the red subscribe button and press the bell icon to receive all latest updates and notifications. Hello students, good morning. I am back with part 3 of the lesson Long Walk to Freedom by Nelson Mandela. In this video lecture, I will explain the remaining paragraphs along with word meanings, and we will also discuss comprehension questions and their answers. In the end of the session, I will also discuss textual question answers. Okay, now let's start today's lesson. In life, every man has twin obligations. Obligations here means a duty or commitment. In Hindi it means anugrah, kartavya या दायित्व. In life, every man has twin obligations. Obligations to his family, to his parents, to his wife and children. And he has an obligation to his people, his community. Here community means a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. In Hindi it means संप्रदाय, समाज, समुदाय या समूह. In life, every man has twin obligations. Obligations to his family, to his parents, to his wife and children, and he has an obligation to his people, his community, his country. In a civil and human society, here civil means courteous and polite, another meaning relating to ordinary citizens and their concerns. In Hindi it means Nagrik. In a civil and human society, human means manochit या मानवीय in English, compassionate, considerate, having or showing compassion or benevolence. In civil and human society, each man is able to fulfill those obligations according to his own inclinations and abilities. Here inclinations means natural tendencies of behavior. In Hindi it means झुकाव, रुझान या प्रवृत्ति. But in a country like South Africa, it was almost impossible for a man of my birth and color to fulfill both of those obligations. In South Africa, a man of color who attempted to live as a human being was punished and isolated. In South Africa, a man who tried to fulfill his duty to his people was inevitably ripped from his family and his home. Here inevitably means necessarily or unavoidably. In Hindi it means निस्संदेह या अपरिहार्य रूप से. In South Africa, a man who tried to fulfill his duty to his people was inevitably ripped from his family and his home and was forced to live a life apart, a twilight existence of secrecy and rebellion. Here twilight means half light or semi darkness. In Hindi it means सूर्यास्त का समय, गोधूली, धुंधला प्रकाश या अजीबो गरीब. Twilight existence means a half secret life, like a life lived in the fading light between sunset and darkness. And secrecy means the action of keeping something secret or the state of being kept secret. In Hindi it means प्रच्छन्नता या गोपनीयता. And rebellion means the action or process of resisting authority, control or convention. In Hindi it means विद्रोह, विप्लव, गदर या राजद्रोह. I did not in the beginning choose to place my people above my family, but in attempting to serve my people, I found that I was prevented from fulfilling my obligations as a son, a brother, a father, and a husband. Now let me explain it. According to Nelson Mandela, in life, every man has two types of responsibilities. Firstly, towards his family, to his parents, to his wife and children, and secondly, to his people, his community, and his country. In a civil and human society, each man is able to fulfill those obligations according to his own inclinations and abilities. It means generally, under normal circumstances, a person can maintain the balance between the two, but in countries like South Africa, it was almost impossible, especially for blacks like Mandela. In South Africa, when a person of color attempted to live as a human being, it means when a person of color would come up for his society, he would be punished and forced to spend his life in prison. In South Africa, a man who tried to fulfill his duty to his people was inevitably ripped from his family and his home and was forced to live a life apart, a twilight existence of secrecy and rebellion. It means in South Africa, if anyone tried to fulfill his duty to his people, he would be unavoidably arrested and taken away from his family and home and was forced to live apart from his own people. A twilight existence of secrecy and rebellion means the life of Mandela in prison was referred to be of twilight existence, where he would not even know whether it was day or night. It was a life in isolation and secrecy. In the beginning, Mandela did not put his people over his family, but it was only later when he realized that in attempting to serve his people, he was prevented from fulfilling his duties or responsibilities as a son, a brother, a father, and a husband. In other words, he was compromising his duties towards his own family. Okay, now let's see next paragraph. I was not born with a hunger to be free. Here hunger means a strong desire or craving. In Hindi it means bhook, lalsa, tibr, abhilasha. I was not born with a hunger to be free. I was born free, free in every way that I could know. Free to run in the fields near my mother's hut, free to swim in the clear stream. Here stream means a small narrow river. In Hindi, nadi, nala ya pravah. I was born free, free in every way that I could know, free to run in the fields near my mother's hut, free to swim in the clear stream that ran through my village, free to roast mealies. Here roast means be cooked by roasting, and mealies means a maize plant. In Hindi, makai ya makka. Roast mealies means to bake maize corns. Alright. Free to roast mealies under the stars and ride the broad backs of slow moving bulls. As long as I obeyed my father and abided by the customs of my tribe, here abided means obeyed, in Hindi palan kiya, and customs means accepted or habitual practice. In Hindi it means rit rivaj. And tribe means group of people related by blood or marriage. In Hindi it means kutumb, varg ya kabila. As long as I obeyed my father and abided by the customs of my tribe, I was not troubled by the laws of man or God. It was only when I began to learn that my boyhood freedom was an illusion. Here, boyhood means the state or time of being a boy. In Hindi, bachpan ya ladakpan. And illusion means a false idea or belief or something that appears to be real but is not. In Hindi it means mithya dharana, moh ya भ्रम. It was only when I began to learn that my boyhood freedom was an illusion, when I discovered as a young man that my freedom had already been taken from me, that I began to hunger for it. At first, as a student, I wanted freedom only for myself. The transitory freedoms, here transitory means not permanent. In Hindi it means अस्थायी, क्षणभंगुर या क्षणिक. At first, as a student, I wanted freedom only for myself. The transitory freedoms of being able to stay out at night, read what I pleased, and go where I chose. Later, as a young man in Johannesburg, which is South Africa's biggest city, I yearned for the basic and honorable freedoms. Here, yearned means have an intense feeling or longing for something. In Hindi it means तड़पना, इच्छा करना या उत्सुक होना. Later, as a young man in Johannesburg, I yearned for the basic and honorable freedoms of achieving my potential. Here, potential means latent qualities or abilities that may be developed and lead to future success or usefulness. In Hindi, it means सामर्थ्य या अंतर्निहित शक्ति. Later, as a young man in Johannesburg, I yearned for the basic and honorable freedoms of achieving my potential, of earning my keep, of marrying and having a family, the freedom not to be obstructed in a lawful life. Here, obstructed means prevented or hindered. In Hindi, अवरुद्ध या निरुद्ध. Now let me explain it. I was not born with a hunger to be free. Here in this paragraph, Nelson Mandela deals with his early journey towards political awareness. He says that he did not have the desire to be free. In his early life, he did not have the plan to stand against the racial domination or apartheid political system. As a child, he thought that he was free because for him, freedom meant being free to run in the fields near his mother's hut, free to swim in the clear stream that ran through his village, free to roast mealies under the stars and ride the broad backs of slow-moving bulls. Thus, he lived his childhood like any normal child. As long as he followed the rules set by his father or the customs of his tribe, he was not troubled by the laws of man or God. But when he grew old, he understood the basic standards of freedom. As a young man, when he discovered that his freedom had already been taken from him, he began to learn that his boyhood freedom was an illusion, and then he started to desire for it. He also decided to stand against this discriminatory political system. Earlier, as a student, Mandela wanted freedom only for himself, the temporary freedoms of being able to stay out at night, read what he pleased, and go where he chose, or where he wanted to go. Later, as a young man in Johannesburg, which is South Africa's biggest city, he desired for having a basic and honorable freedoms, not just for himself, but for everyone, of achieving his potential or latent qualities or abilities, of earning his keep. It's an idiom which means to perform sufficient work or help in exchange for money or housing, of marrying and having a family, the freedom not to be obstructed or prevented or hindered in a lawful life. Is it clear to you? All right. All right. Now let's see next paragraph. But then I slowly saw that not only was I not free, but my brothers and sisters were not free. I saw that it was not just my freedom that was curtailed. Here, curtailed means reduce in extent or quantity, or to impose a restriction on. I saw that it was not just my freedom that was curtailed, but the freedom of everyone who looked like I did. That is when I joined the African National Congress, and that is when the hunger for my own freedom became the greater hunger for the freedom of my people. It was this desire for the freedom of my people to live their lives with dignity. Here, dignity means the state or quality of being worthy of honor or respect. In Hindi, it means gaurav ya atma samman. It was this desire for the freedom of my people to live their lives with dignity and self-respect that animated my life. Here, animated means full of life or excitement or lively, or another meaning give inspiration, encouragement or renewed vigor to. In Hindi, it means अनुप्राणित, तेजस्वी या सजीव. It was this desire for the freedom of my people to live their lives with dignity and self-respect that animated my life, that transformed a frightened young man. Frightened means afraid or anxious. In Hindi, it means bhaybhit. That transformed a frightened young man into a bold one, that drove a law-abiding attorney. Here, law-abiding attorney means lawyer who obeys rules. That transformed a frightened young man into a bold one, that drove a law-abiding attorney to become a criminal, that turned a family-loving husband into a man without a home, that forced a life-loving man to live like a monk. Here, monk means a member of a religious community of men typically living under vows of poverty, chastity and obedience. In Hindi, it means sannyasi ya sadhu. I am no more virtuous or self-sacrificing than the next man. Here, virtuous means sadachari ya sadgudi. In English, it means having or showing high moral standards or morally excellent, or you can say worthy. I am no more virtuous or self-sacrificing than the next man, but I found that I could not even enjoy the poor and limited freedoms I was allowed when I knew my people were not free. Freedom is indivisible. Indivisible, that means unable to be divided or separated. In Hindi, it means avibhajya. Freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me. Here, Mandela gradually realized that it was not only him whose basic rights were taken away, but his brothers and sisters were also not free. He saw that it was not just his freedom that was restricted, but the freedom of all those who looked like him. That was when he joined the African National Congress ANC party, and that was when the hunger for Mandela's own freedom became the greater hunger for the freedom of his people. He had this fire or desire inside him to free his people from the continuing bondage, poverty, and injustice, and to live their lives with dignity and self respect. It was this desire for freedom that animated or inspired and transformed or changed his life completely as a man. A frightened or scared young man was transformed into a bold one. A law abiding attorney means lawyer who obeys rules, into a criminal. A family loving husband or man into a man without a home, and a life loving man into a monk. The author says that he is no more virtuous or worthy or self sacrificing than the next man, but when he came to know his people were not free, he found that he could not even enjoy the poor and limited freedoms he was allowed. Nelson Mandela, the embodiment of freedom and equality, reveals freedom is indivisible, means freedom cannot be divided. He says the chains on any one of his people were the chains on all of them. The chains on all of his people were the chains on him. Mandela realized not only he was suppressed, barred, but also his people were too. Even the oppressor and oppressed both were suffering from the lack of freedom. Thus, students, you can see Nelson Mandela was such a humble man who never felt the need to emphasize his own accomplishments. For him, it was a personal ideal with a universal vision of freedom and equality for every man. Students, I think it would have been clear to you. Alright. Now let's go through the next paragraph. I knew that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. Here, oppressor means persecutor, a person or group that oppresses people. In Hindi it means दमन करता, अत्याचारी या जालिम. I knew that the oppressor must be liberated. Liberated means freed or released. In Hindi, मुक्त या विमुक्त. Another meaning, subject to harsh and authoritarian treatment. Here, authoritarian means adhikarwadi. I knew that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. A man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. He is locked behind the bars of prejudice. Here, prejudice means preconception or preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. In Hindi, it means Purvadhara. A man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. He is locked behind the bars of prejudice and narrow-mindedness. Here, narrow-mindedness means vichar sankirta. In English, the quality of being narrow-minded means unwilling to accept ideas that are different from your own. I am not truly free if I am taking away someone else's freedom, just as surely as I am not free when my freedom is taken from me. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity. Here Mandela says that the person or group that oppresses people must be freed or released just as surely as the oppressed or exploited or subjugated, because a man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. He is locked behind the bars of prejudice, means preconception or preconceived opinion, and narrow-mindedness. In other words, the oppressor is bounded by the shackles or fetters of hatred. Here shackles means fetters, fetters, or chain, chain, which means a pair of fetters connected together by a chain used to fasten a prisoner's wrists or ankles together. He is not truly free, or we can say no one is free if he takes away someone else's freedom. Surely he is not free when his freedom is taken away from him. Thus, the oppressed means downtrodden, abused, exploited, and the oppressor means persecutor are equally robbed of their humanity. In another words, we can say both of them are actually the victim of hatred. Everyone is obliged to discharge their duties, whether personal or social, but without freedom, a man cannot do so. The person who snatches this freedom of others is really an oppressor and a prisoner of hatred. He has lack of humanity, but this is the same with a person who is oppressed or exploited by other. Students, I hope everything would have been clear to you. Now let's discuss oral comprehension questions. First question is, what twin obligations does Mandela mention? The answer of this question is, Mandela mentions that every man has twin obligations. The first is to his family, parents, wife and children. The second obligation is to his people, his community and his country. Now let's see question number 2. What did being free mean to Mandela as a boy and as a student? How does he contrast these transitory freedoms with the basic and honorable freedoms? The answer of this question is, as a boy, Mandela did not have a hunger to be free, as he thought that he was born free. As long as he obeyed his father and abided by the customs of his tribe, he was free in every way he knew. As a student, he wanted certain transitory freedoms only for himself, such as being able to stay out at night, read what he pleased, and go where he chose. He then talks about certain basic honorable freedoms, such as achieving his potential of earning his living and of marrying and having a family. He builds the contrast between these two freedoms by stating that the transitory freedoms he wanted were limited to him, whereas the honorable freedoms had to do more with his and his people's position in the society. Question number 3 is, does Mandela think the oppressor is free? Why? Why not? Answer of this question is, Mandela does not feel that the oppressor is free because, according to him, an oppressor is a prisoner of hatred who is locked behind the bars of prejudice and narrow-mindedness. यानी मंडेला के अनुसार जो ऑपरेसर है वह फ्री नहीं होता. ही इज लॉक्ड बिहाइंड द बार्स ऑफ प्रेजुडिस एंड नैरो माइंडेडनेस, यानी पूर्वाग्रह और संकीर्णता के सलाखों के पीछे वह बंद होता है. ही फील्स दैट बोथ द ऑपरेसर एंड द ऑपरेस्ड आर रॉब्ड ऑफ देयर ह्यूमैनिटी. Okay students, now let's discuss some textual question answers. Question number 1 is, why did such a large number of international leaders attend the inauguration? What did it signify the triumph of? The answer of this question is, a large number of international leaders attended the inauguration to show their support for the emancipation of the South African blacks after long years of fight against apartheid. It signified the triumph of justice, peace, and human dignity. Alright. Second question is, what does Mandela mean when he says he is simply the sum of all those African patriots who had gone before him? The answer of this question is, when Mandela says that he is simply the sum of all those African patriots, he means that he is built by the combination of courage, wisdom, and generosity possessed by his African patriots who sacrificed their lives to see the light of freedom. He wants to pay tributes to his inspirations who, with their efforts and struggles, made the road to freedom easier for Mandela. He was pained that he could not thank them and that they could not see what their sacrifices had wrought. Here, wrought, it's an old fashioned formal word which means done or achieved. Question number 3 is, would you agree that the depth of oppression create heights of character? How does Mandela illustrate this? Can you add your own examples to this argument? क्वेश्चन को पहले समझना जरूरी है. क्या आप इस बात से सहमत होंगे कि उत्पीड़न की गहराई चरित्र की ऊंचाइयों का निर्माण करती है? मंडेला इसका उदाहरण कैसे देते हैं? क्या आप इस तर्क में अपने स्वयं के उदाहरण जोड़ सकते हैं? Now let's see the answer. Yes, I agree that the depth of oppression create heights of character. Mandela thought that the decades of humiliation, brutality, and oppression at the hands of the white supremacy had an unintended effect of creating many African patriots with unimaginable heights of character like the Oliver Tambos, the Walter Sisulu, the Chief Luthlis, the Yusuf Dadus, the Bram Fisher, the Robert Sobukwe. Thus he felt that the greatest wealth of South Africa is its people. We can add similar examples to this argument like Mahatma Gandhi, Bhagat Singh, and so on, who remained courageous while facing utmost cruelty at the hands of British. Alright. Now question number 4 is, how did Mandela's understanding of freedom change with age and experience? यानी उम्र और अनुभव के साथ मंडेला की स्वतंत्रता की समझ कैसे बदल गई, ये बताना है हमको. लेट्स सी द आंसर. एज अ बॉय, Mandela did not have a hunger for freedom because he thought that he was born free. He believed that as long as he obeyed his father and abided by the customs of his tribe or clan, he was free in every possible manner. He had certain needs as a teenager and certain needs as a young man. As a student, he yearned for freedom, which he considered important for himself, like staying out at night, reading what it pleases him, and go where he chose. Later, as a young man in Johannesburg, he yearned for the freedom to lead a basic, dignified life. Gradually, he realized that he was selfish during his boyhood. He slowly understands that it is not just his freedom that is being curtailed or restricted, but everyone in his community who looked like him was barred from leading a normal, lawful life. That is when he joined the African National Congress, and his hunger for his own freedom transformed into the greater hunger for the freedom of his people. Alright, now let's see question number 5. How did Mandela's hunger for freedom change his life? The answer of this question is, Mandela realized in his youth that it was not just his freedom that was being curtailed, but the freedom of all blacks, means his restricted freedom was common across his entire community. The hunger for his own freedom became the hunger for the freedom of his people. This desire of a non-racial society transformed him into a virtuous and self-sacrificing man. Thus, he joined the African National Congress, and this changed him from a frightened young man into a bold man. Now students, I conclude here my today's lecture. I hope you would have enjoyed the lesson. If you have any query regarding the topic, please feel free to share your views through comment section. Thank you for being with me. Please subscribe this channel in order to get latest updates and notifications of my new uploads.